All right, so we use our blocks a little later to open up our shoulders and everything, but right now, we're gonna roll down and just start by putting our back down and taking 3 slow breaths. And start to roll the shoulders up, back, and down. So you feel the shoulder blades kind of lengthening on the mat. And then we're going to turn our head to the right and take a breath, keeping that left shoulder blade down. And turn our head to the left, same thing. One side might be a little different than the other. And then we're going to come back to the center and reach the arms over the chest. So open and close the arms a few times. Just notice what's going on with the shoulder blades and keep lengthening the spine. And then angel arms, arms out to the side and up and down. Just a few more. And last time, we're going to reach the arms up, clasp the hands over the head and lengthen the arms and feel the armpits kind of opening up, all that fascia in there. Take another deep breath, bring the navel to the spine, and we're going to start to lift the hips up as we bring the arms down and do a few of these. Slowly lengthening the spine. And let's do one more. So we're going to bring the hips up, arms come down, and walk the shoulder blades closer together and start to lift the chest a little bit more and take 3 slow breaths. And then we're going to slowly lower the hips down, hands behind our head, and keep the elbows wide here. We're going to take the right knee to the left elbow and put that down and go to the other side. And exhale up. And let's do a few more. And then one more to each leg. And let's do our regular crunches, lifting and lowering and keeping the elbows wide. Squeeze the legs together. And the next time, let's lift our legs straight up and keep going. Bend and straighten the legs. And one more. And then our bicycles. And then last one. And let's put our head down and we're gonna take our knees to our chest. Make some big circles. See how the back is doing, and then circle in the opposite direction. Let's bring our arms out in a T, and we're gonna take the legs over to the right in our spinal twist, and extend the left arm, looking to the left. And let's take a few breaths, rolling the shoulder blades down, so keeping the length in the spine. And one more breath. And we're going to try the other side, taking the knees over to the left, turning the head to the right, and breathing, rolling the shoulder down. And one more breath. And let's come back to the center. And we're going to bring the legs straight up and point and flex. And let's roll the shoulders down here. So we could bring the arms farther down and just notice that there's a length or space between the ears and the shoulders. And then start the circles with the feet and feel the hips press down. And let's circle in the opposite direction. And we're going to open the legs out and reach the arms through, and then legs together, arms over the head. And let's keep going. Feel the stability of the shoulder blades as we do this and lengthen. And let's do 5 more. And then we're going to bring our feet back down, arms down, roll the hips up, and stretch the back. Walk the shoulder blades closer together. Maybe you can clasp the hands. And we're going to lift our right leg up. And then the left. Let's do a few more. And keep breathing. And then last time. And we're going to roll the hips down. And let's try our happy baby. And rock a little side to side. Let the head go as you roll. And then in the center, roll the shoulders down. Kind of let the hips sink deeper in to lengthen the spine. And 2 slow breaths. And then feet together, Baddha Konasana. And let's try our Supta Baddha Konasana. So feet all the way down together on the mat, arms in a goalpost position, and just notice the shoulder blades. So the navel comes to the spine. As we press the feet together, we're going to bring the elbows in toward each other and out down to the mat. Let's do a few more. And last one. So our arms are down on the mat, And we're going to turn the head gently to the right. Release the jaw and the tongue. And then slowly over to the left. Let's try the same thing. Feel that stretch in the neck. And then back to the center. We're going to bring our arms down and press the legs together so our feet come back down to the mat. And let's lift the hips up again and see the difference in our spine. 3 breaths. And let's roll down and come all the way up. And we're going to come up into our boat position. So let's hold our toes here. We're going to lengthen and roll the shoulders down. And start to open the legs a little bit more and take 3 breaths. And then we're going to bring our legs, our feet back together in our big V and forward fold. And breathe into the back, all that fascia in there. Let's take a few more breaths. And we're going to gently come on up and straighten out our legs on the mat. And let's take our hands to our heart. Roll the shoulders down and take 3 breaths. Just feeling the lengthening of our spine as we press the legs down. And then we're twisting to the right, keeping the hands right where they are, rolling the shoulders down. And over to the left. And then back to the center, and let's let our hands come down to the mat. We're going to cross the right leg over the left, twist to the right, cross that elbow over there, and breathe. So we can really get into that upper back. And we'll come back to the center and uncross and try the other side. Left leg over the right and twist to the left. And then come back to the center. Let's uncross and we're going to come into our table pose. So feet down, lift the hips up. Take the right leg up and we're going to do a few can-cans. And the left and the right and the left. One more time to each leg. And let's come into our crisscross applesauce and twist to the right. And then over to the left. Feel the difference in your spine, waking up. And then let's do our forward fold, hinging from the hips. And feel that cat-cow movement in your spine. Let's walk our arms to the right. And then over to the left. And to the center, and we're going to sit up and bring our hands behind our head or right above your ears. So we're going to keep our elbows wide and roll the shoulders down and lean to the right. And then lean to the left. And to the center. And then let's do our Santa hug, hands on top of our shoulders and forward fold. Release the head. And breathe into the upper back. And one more breath. And let's come back up, and we're gonna reach the arms up over our head and look up. Take our right hand down and lean to the right and open the chest. And let's try that on the other side. Left one down, right arm over. And lengthen and breathe. And we're gonna come back to the center. So we're gonna clasp our hands behind us, roll the shoulders down, feel the space between your ears and your shoulders, and then lean to the right. And then over to the left. And back to the center, and let's release the hands. We're gonna come on over to our child's pose. And let's come into puppy pose and see about that mid back. And roll the shoulders down, 2 more breaths. And we're gonna come into Sphinx. And take 3 breaths as we roll the shoulders down. And then our half arm plank, curling the toes under. And then let's come back to our child's pose. And this time we're going to walk our arms to the right. And then to the left. And the center, and a few iguanas, and lengthen forward. And back to child's pose. And 2 more, take your time. And take another breath in child's pose. And then downward dog. And here we're going to release the head. So as we press the palms down, look through, kind of move the head. Yes, slowly. See what happens in your back. And then no, head side to side slowly. And then we're going to come into a plank. And back to dog. And let's do 2 more. And last one. And we're going to come back to down dog. Let's lift the right leg up. So 3-legged dog and hold. And then we're going to switch legs. Left leg lifts up instead. Right heel presses down. And let's put that left foot down, walk to the top of our mat. And we're going to do a little bending and straightening. So chest to the thighs, start to straighten the legs and bend a little bit so you come deeper and wake up the hips. And then we're going to roll all the way up, one vertebrae at a time, and reach the arms out and up. Hands to our heart. Twist the upper body to the right and then to the left. Feel the shoulders rolling down, back to the center. Inhale up. Exhale forward, fold and step the right leg back. And we're in a lunge, fingertips off the mat. And slowly start to lift the arms up in a high lunge. And then we're going to reach the arms forward, right hand down, left arm up in a twist. And let's come back to down dog and lift our right leg up and step the leg forward and the left. And we're going to try that bending and straightening here. Release the head, bend the legs, chest to thighs, and straighten. And let's try our rolling up again. One vertebrae at a time, arms out and up. And hands to our heart. Twist the upper body to the left. And then to the right. Back to the center. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. And our left leg steps back. So we're going to slowly start to come up in our high lunge. And open the heart. And then reach the arms forward, left fingers down, right arm up. And let's come back to our downward dog. And lift our left leg up and step the leg forward and the right. And we're going to try that bending and straightening chest to thighs. And release the head completely. And let's come all the way up. This time, arms are coming into goalpost. Lift the right knee up. We're going to take the knee open and closed 5 times. And one more. And let's try our warrior 3, right leg back. And then warrior 1, so the heel comes down, arms up, and looking up, coming a little deeper into this back bend. And arms reach forward, right hand down, left arm up. And then both arms up, palms together over our head. And let's clasp our hands behind us, humble warrior. And we're coming down and chest to thigh, looking through the legs. And let's try our back bend, opening the heart and the throat. And then reaching the arms out and up. And let's come back to warrior 3 and lift the right leg up. And let's step the leg forward and take a couple of breaths. Roll the shoulders down. And then we're gonna inhale the arms up, and let's bring our arms in goalpost position and left knee up. Take the knee open and close 5 times. And one more. And then warrior 3, left leg back. To warrior 1, squaring the hips and looking up. And then lengthening forward, left fingers down, right arm up. And both arms up with our palms together. And humble warrior. Let's clasp our hands behind us. Inhale up, exhale, forward fold, chest to thigh, and release the head. And we're going to come on up into our back bend and feel the difference in the chest. And then reaching the arms out and up. And we're ready to come back to our warrior 3, lifting the left leg up. And we're stepping the left leg forward and taking a couple of breaths. Roll the shoulders down and feel the spine lengthening. Now we're going to inhale up, exhale, forward fold. Let's step our right leg back and knee down and come into our crescent lunge and reach the arms up. And then we're twisting to the left, crossing the elbow over, hands together, and breathe. And let's curl the toes under, lift the right leg up and extend through the heel. And we're going to bring our hands down and come into our pyramid pose here, a complete forward fold. And then bending that left leg, let's step back to down dog. Lift the right leg up and we're stepping it forward. And the left steps forward halfway up, forward fold. And let's come all the way up. Hands to our heart and take another deep breath. And then we'll do the other side, inhaling up, forward fold, left leg steps back and knee comes down, arms up for crescent lunge. And now we're going to twist to the right and cross the elbow over, hands together. Now let's lift the left leg up and extend through the heel. And then we're going to come into that forward fold in pyramid, straightening the right leg. And release the head. And one more breath. So let's bend the right leg and then step back, down dog. Left leg lifts up, steps forward, and the right, halfway up, forward fold, and inhale all the way up. And hands to our heart. And we're going to lift the right leg up and come into tree pose. Arms come out and up. And notice how the shoulder blades come down on the back. Let's take our right leg out to the right as we lean to the left and bring that leg in and out 5 times. And then right foot down and switch legs for tree. So we're going to bring that left leg up, arms come out and up, and breathe. And here we go. We're going to lean to the right as the left leg comes out and bring the leg in and out 5 times. And then left leg down. Let's come into Utkatasana, arms forward, 3 breaths. And then our forward fold, release the head. Let's step back, down dog, 3 more breaths. And we're going to come into our plank and lift the right leg up and then the left and keep going. The right, the left, 1 more to each leg, the right and the left, and then chaturanga. And lift the hands off the mat, 5 cobras. Let's try 1 more. And we're going to reach our arms behind us and clasp our hands. So lengthening the legs a little bit more and just lifting the upper body up and lowering it slowly down, really breathing into the belly. And 4 more. And last one. And then let's reach our arms over our head and take 3 breaths. And we're going to bend our right leg and hold the right foot. And press the thigh down into the mat. And then we're going to bend the left one and hold the left foot. Same thing. And now we're going to lift everything up and 5 breaths. And then release the legs, press back to child's pose. And 1 more breath. And we're going to slowly sit up on our heels, put our hands down and lift the hips up and breathe. And let's come into our table pose. 5 tricep push-ups. And if you want to make it harder, you can lift one of your legs up. It's always a good option. And let's do one more. And we're going to put our bottoms down and we're going to try our fish pose here. So you could use whatever you have. I'm going to actually use my ball behind the mid-back. But a block is good, and if you need a block for your head, let's just open up here. Breathe into the heart. So there's so many forms of fish, but just make it comfortable for you as you open the chest and breathe. So we were on our belly a lot and breathing into the belly. Now we're going to let that circulation come through the solar plexus. Let's take 5 slow breaths. And we're pressing the legs down. And notice right now how the chest is opening. So we're going to gently just roll off with the ball or the block and roll to the side, and let's sit up. And we're going to sit cross-legged for a second and see how you feel. So let's take our hands behind us, roll the shoulders down and lean to the right. And feel now how you can open the chest and let the head go to the right and lengthen. And then go over to the other side, over to the left, and the shoulders roll down. And back to the center, releasing the arms, right hand down or the forearm, left arm over. And see if you can open the chest even more and breathe. And one more breath. And let's try the other side. We're going to take our left one down and right arm over, maybe the forearm, and see if you could roll the chest open and let the head come on over a little bit more. And then we're going to come back to the center and we're going to make our way over to our child's pose. And breathe into the spine. One more breath. Back to down dog. And lift the right leg up. Let's come into warrior 2. And feel the difference now as the shoulders roll down. Try that again. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Feel that lengthening in the spine. And let's come into reverse. Left arm down, right arm up. And then our forearm comes down, left arm over. And roll the chest open. It's like a little back bend. And back to reverse. And then fingertips down, left arm up. And we're coming back to warrior 2. And then Trikonasana. And our half moon. Let's hop that left leg up. And take a few breaths, extending through the heel. And we're going to come back to Trikonasana. 3 breaths. And let's come all the way up. And we're going to bring our arms out to the side in our wide-legged pose. Lean to the right. And then over to the left. And back to the center. Let's hold our hands behind us. We're going to inhale, looking up, forward fold. And one more breath. And let's come all the way up. And we're going to reach our arms up, another back bend. And let's come into Warrior 2, left foot out. And again, roll the shoulders up, back and down. And one more time. And then reverse. To our forearm, comes down and right arm over. And lengthen here, roll the chest open. And back to reverse. And then fingertips down and right arm up. And Warrior 2. Trikonasana. So we're straightening our left leg. And let's try our half moon. And we're going to lift the right leg up. Extend through the heel. And come back to Trikonasana for 3 breaths. And let's come all the way up again. This time, reach both arms up. We're going to come into downward dog arms, so forward fold. And just breathe here, lengthening the spine. Release the head. Let's walk ourselves to a right side lunge. And take a breath. And then over to a left side lunge. And back to the center. So hands on our ankles, 3 breaths. Release the head. So this is kind of where we were at the beginning. Feel the lengthening of your neck. And let's come all the way up. Reaching the arms up. And then goddess pose, turning our feet out. And we're going to bring our arms wide and lean to the right. Keep that elbow open. And over to the left. And back to the center. And just 3 more breaths. Let's inhale up. Come back to down dog. And feel the difference. Let's try an up dog. See how the spine is. And pause here. And back to down dog. And we're going to walk forward to the top of our mat. And let's try our bending and straightening again. See if our spine is a little different, a little bit more open. And then we're going to come all the way up, reaching the arms up. And then hands to our heart. And feel the shoulders rolling up, back and down. And 2 more breaths. And let's come down in our squat. And if you can, reach your arms forward, just stretch that upper back and come deeper into the hips. And 3 more breaths. So we're going to we're going to use our blocks here. Instead of coming all the way down, find your blocks so we can breathe over the blocks, one behind our mid back and one under our head. And if you have a bolster and you'd rather use the bolster, feel free. Whatever is comfortable. We're just working on the shoulders a little bit more today. See if you feel the length now between the ears and the shoulders. And as we breathe in and out, feel the lengthening across the chest. Our chin is slightly tucked. And notice how the shoulder blades are rolling down away from the ears. Our tongue and jaw is relaxed. And we're going to breathe into the heart area. And feel a beautiful light emanating and coming into our heart. Feeling the circulation of energy. And also feeling below that the ribs opening and the upper chest is gently lifting with each breath. We're spending a few more moments in this heart area. Feeling light coming into our heart and emanating out throughout our homes, families, communities, and all over the world. So this area is radiating throughout the entire world with beautiful light, surrounding the world with peace, tranquility, and harmony. And we're holding this space for our brothers and sisters everywhere. And let's take 3 conscious breaths. And now we're going to gently reach the arms over our head and stretch, taking a deep breath. And let's roll over to the side. We're going to come on up. And let's bring our hands to our heart and seal in our practice and just feel this energy in our heart. Let's take a deep inhale and sigh. One more time. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Just kind of take it easy a little bit today. And lovely to see you all.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Loved all that back work.
Oh, I'm so glad, Marcia. Thanks for saying that. I do
Yeah.
too. And Joni, I hope it feels good in there. Good.
You.
All right. Bye. Thank you.
I